Hi everyone, so welcome. These are my Long Island iced tea inspired eyes. I'm kind of going with popular kind of holiday cocktails here. Things that people would order and that they can pretty much get from any bar that are pretty well known. I'll be putting my own recipes in the bottom bar for these cocktails. They might appear fairly basic to anybody. They're just like little slight spins and twists, fairly classic. And I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Now I've already prepped and primed my eyelids with Urban Decay Primer Potion and Eden. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Buxom Stay eyeshadow, and this is in Poodle. And I'm going to place that onto my eyelid. Subsequently, my Poodle stops eating every time I call her name. I call her Poodle sometimes. I'm just gonna place that on my eyelids and on the arch of my brow bone. And in the inner tear duct. I'm going to take a little bit of Inglot's eyeshadow number 403. It's kind of a good dupe of MAC's Golden Lemon Pigment. It's kind of like a pressed version of it, I would say. And I'm going to pat that all over the very top of the cream shadow in Poodle. You don't have to take a yellow base. I just like to take a base just to make everything stick a little bit longer. And make colors more vibrant. So I'm getting that all over the lid and in the inner tear duct. Now I'm going to mix a little bit of Tete A Tint, which is just a soft, warm brown. It's slightly less peachy than MAC's soft brown, and a little bit of Omega, which is just sort of like a really cool toned brown with like a green kind of tint to it. You can take a brow powder. Essentially these are just kind of the same family, color family as brow powders. So one's kind of like a light, one's kind of like a dark blonde and a light auburn. So I'm just going to blend those two colors together and place them in my crease. So I've just compiled like a custom crease color, just dipping back and forth into those two shades. I'm going to drag it into the inner tear, or into this inner area right here, and pull it into the nose bridge. And blend it up right up against the brow bone. Now I'm going to take Inglot's number 363 matte, which is just this sort of medium, like milk chocolate type brown, and we are going to place that into the outer area. And I'm just going to blend that a little bit into the crease. Not all the way, as you can tell. Now, because a Long Island iced tea requires a little bit of Coke, I'm going to take 458, which is just a shimmery brown, to sort of be the bubbles of it in it. But you don't really see a whole lot of carbonation in it anyways, but we're just going to go fairly literal to the recipe. If you ordered them, I'm sure you know what's in it, but just going to blend that into the outer corner. Feather it in a little bit. kind of dark. I'm just going to relax the eye a bit. Go up to the brow bone about as far as I can aesthetically make it look nice. So now I'm going to take a little bit of MAC's Shroom. And we're just going to place that into the arch of the brow bone. Any light shimmery sort of color will do. You can even take like a face highlighter. I just think it's important to use the cosmetics I already own. Perhaps you have Shroom. Now, if you don't mind buying from MAC, I'm going to use a little bit of Nylon. This is definitely one shade I kind of don't recommend from MAC. If you have it, then that's fine. I'm just going to place that into the arch of my brow bone. This is kind of gritty, not finely milled. All it glitters is a prettier version of a Nylon. And inside the Too Faced inside the Too Faced Romantic Eye Palette, there's a really nice dupe for All That Glitters and the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette as well. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Kat Von D Tattoo Liner and Trooper. I just take short, even strokes just to get my liner to look good. I'm going to put on a little bit of mascara, foundation, and I'll be right back. Now, before I move on to foundation, I'm going to garnish the cocktail, so to speak. So we're going to use a little bit of Inglot's AMC eyeliner gel. This is matte. It's number 85. I'm going to take a little bit of Milani's Liquify Eye in number 6 green, and we're going to put that inside the gel. And we're just going to do the lime for the cocktail. I don't want it to be too bright green because limes aren't really dark or super bright. Well, it depends. But I'm going to take a little bit of Sumptuous Olive from MAC, and there's a good dupe of this in the Comfort Zone palette and the Too Faced Romantic Eye palette. And we're just going to place that right on top of the matte gel liner. The matte gel liner is waterproof, so it'll probably stay on its own. I just like to make sure it does. Now, since purple, yellow, and green are all complementary colors on the color wheel, I'm going to take a little bit of Illamasqua's sort of purpley cream blush. This is in Laid, and I'm going to take 2 fingers and place that. It's just a really pretty blush for the summertime. Even though it's purple, it's not too daring for a purple blush, at least on medium skin. I think if you apply a little bit, you'll be okay with fair skin. It's kind of the beauty of cream blushes. You can really buy whatever color you want, and it just creates like a healthful sheen glow color. Now I'm going to take Too Faced's Peach Leopard up here, and we've already put on our pressed powder, so as you can tell, that really sort of tones the blush and makes it very wearable. I'm just going to start kind of contouring the forehead. It's kind of how I apply my bronzer. I kind of apply it as like a bit of a contour, but I sort of blend it out. I don't really want to put harsh lines on my cheekbones, particularly. But I like to do a little bit of contouring, just a little bit, just to make the face look a little bit warm. I'm going to put on Urban Decay's 24/7 lip liner in Illegal, and I'll be right back. An Urban Decay lipstick in Naked, which is like literally my favorite lipstick shade. Urban Decay, and a little bit of Jealous lip gloss. I know OCC makes a green lip tar now called Lo-Fi. You could probably blend that out with a little bit of Memento OCC lip tar if you want a vegan option for the lip gloss. But this is basically just kind of like a neutral pinky pearl. The green doesn't really show up a whole lot. It's kind of scary and fun to look at in the tube. Alright, so I'll talk to you guys later, and thanks for watching.